Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football here at Cy Creek High School. Here at the head coach of the Cy Creek Cougars, Coach Greg McCaig, here before the Cy Fair West SQT. And Coach, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us.
Well, you know, Matt, I always enjoy being around you guys, and y'all do a phenomenal job supporting Texas high school football. So, fire away.
All right, Coach. So first off, you guys qualified last week at the Cy Fair East SQT, which technically is hosted by you guys, but I know you guys spread it out across the district. So first time to College Station in a couple of years for you guys. How nice is it to get that qualifying spot out of the way, and now you guys can play some more tournaments, but rotate a lot of guys in, right?
Well, there's no doubt about it, and I think logistically it makes it easy. You know, once you've qualified, then there's not as much pressure to get kids, at each SQT. There's not as much pressure to win. You know, you've got to win your pool. There have been years where we've been terrific football teams and not very great in 7-on-7. In other years, we've been really good in 7-on-7 and not a great football team. But that being said, it just takes a lot of pressure off the summer. So now our kids are not quite as compelled to be at every tournament all the time. So like I said, we can play some younger kids, do some different things with those guys.
All right, now overall, the 7-on-7 game, especially, you oversee a lot of the South SQT, so that's kind of, if you draw a line, kind of Austin to Houston and across and south. Sure. Generally speaking, is kind of the area that you oversee, and the growth, especially the small school SQTs, has been good. A lot of the D3 tournaments are starting to fill up, and even talking about expanding to 16-team SQTs. That's got to make you guys on the state 7-on-7 board really happy.
It's been a priority to try to grow it, especially in our smaller schools. Now, I would tell you, it grows and it kind of ebbs and flows. You really don't know if it's going to be consistent growth across the board. But with that being said, we're really pleased at where we are right now. Now, if we get, let's say, so we go from 16 to 32 teams, now you're talking logistically how many different days do we need to go on, when do we need to start the tournament. So there's a lot of considerations there, but all in all, the state of 7-on-7 in the state of Texas is pretty good.
All right, now you guys this summer, the entry fee for tournaments got raised a little bit, and that's actually, I noticed, the first time it's been raised since 1998, which is a amazing thing that you guys were able to keep the cost of entering these tournaments somewhat consistent for 25 years plus. Still, it did raise it, but I mean, I think overall it's still a pretty affordable thing for teams to get into. But what was the logic behind raising the price, and what are y'all doing? So a lot of people have asked, what's that extra? Where is that extra money going? Can you explain that a little bit?
Well, we've done some different things within our association. Prior to this year, each individual SQT was required to obtain their own insurance, and we require insurance in order to host an SQT. The additional monies, and not all of those monies, there's different places where we apportion it, but some of those additional monies go to now that the State 7-on-7 Association buys insurance for the entire state. So obviously we dedicate some of the monies in that direction. Some of it is a very practical standpoint, just inflation. Yeah. Things are more expensive than they used to. So we've also got some scholarship programs where you like to put some of that money in that direction too. So we try to be really good stewards of the monies that we receive. We're certainly not being compensated, for what we do. So I think that it's reasonable when you do the math. If you have 20 kids on your team, they're paying $20 a piece, which is not bad. So so far, no complaints, any problems with that, and I think everybody understands after 25 years you might be allowed to go up just a little bit.
Yeah. And I know the officials is always a big thing as well, and you guys use actual TASO certified officials, so you got to take care of those guys as well and compensate them fairly for their time because they're out here, they're not volunteering, they're working hard, and so we want to take care of the officials, and that's a consistent thing in real football as well, right?
Oh, there's no doubt, and officials' costs go up every year, and to their credit, those guys are working hard. Really, though, it becomes a matter of transportation. I mean, just buying a gallon of gas these days is a stout proposition. So, we compensate the officials, we believe, very fairly. We try to make sure everybody's insured. We try to make sure that every SQT is run in a quality way, and to do that requires some funding, and that's what we're doing.
All right, Coach. Now let's look at your ball club. Looking ahead to 2023. I don't think there's any secrets out there. Cy Fair ISD football is some of the most competitive football, top to bottom, in the state of Texas. I guess you're not expecting anything different in 17-6A, right?
I would be stunned if we did anything different. No, it's always going to be very, very, very competitive. The expectations in our district are we're supposed to be competitive. The expectations in our district, they're going to provide us with the resources to be good at what we do. And we've got quality coaches and quality teams and quality players. So, it makes it fun, but there's a little bit of pressure on you to perform.
All right, now let's look at your ball club a little bit in 2023. I think you're going to be a little more, you've had some young teams the past couple of years, a little more experience this year. Where do you feel like the strengths of your ball club are going to be, and what are some areas where here this summer you're still, maybe some young guys need to step up and grab some starting spots?
I think that our offensive line is going to be solid. They're going to be really good. Obviously, probably the thing that stands out most is we've got a 4-year starter quarterback. And in our style of ball, that's a big deal, and Brad is a very talented quarterback. We've got to find some skill people on the offensive side, so to that end, we will probably borrow some of our defensive players, and we've never had kids play both sides of the ball, but now we'll start using some of those kids playing both offense and defense. Defensively, we feel really good about where we are, especially our back eight. We're an odd front team, so those 3 down are going to be pretty good, but that back eight we think have got a chance to be exceptional.
All right, final question for you, Coach. Obviously, Cy-Fair ISD Athletic Director Ray Cepeda has moved on to the UIL and is going to be the Director of Athletics for the UIL. And I know Cy-Fair ISD kept it in-house, promoting from within. Your athletic administration, I've always felt some of the best in the state. Talk about just Coach Cepeda, what he meant to Cy-Fair ISD, and how supportive your overall athletic administration is for you guys.
Oh, they're phenomenal. Ray has been awesome in promoting and enhancing our athletic programs in his tenure here at Cy-Fair. And I will tell you this, the UIL has got him a good one. And it's kind of nice having a name that up there that you can go reach out to. That being said, Virginia Flores is going to do a great job for us in our administration, not just our administration athletically, but in all regards, is always promoting our programs and trying to do what's best for our kids and our teachers. So Cy-Fair is a destination place. It's a place where they expect you to do well, and they're going to do the things necessary for you to be good at what you do.
Coach, appreciate your time. Enjoy watching your kids compete today, and we appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas.
I appreciate it, Matt. Thanks.